You're going to win 2 matches at least.
We'll win 2.
Good morning, everybody. Mark Buffa here from Buffa Distribution. Welcome to the 2018 PABCON Senior Championships. Today is the Masters event. Top 16 men will play this morning. Top 16 women a little bit later on, a couple hours from now. These matches are best of 3 matches. We're just finishing up practice here, a couple more minutes. We will be good to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this last day of competition of the 2018 PABCON Championship. For the senior and the super senior, we are live from Let's Bowl, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Final day of the PABCON Championship. My name is Guillaume Nadeau, and my co-host, Mark Buffa, is somewhere around the place. He will be joining us today later on. Bienvenue à tout le monde à cette dernière journée du championnat PABCON 2018 en direct de Calgary au Salon Key Let's Bowl en Alberta, Canada. C'est la dernière journée. Je m'appelle Guillaume Nadeau. C'est moi votre hôte en compagnie de Mark Buffa. Bon matin, Mark. Mark est très occupé encore une fois aujourd'hui. Alors, on va commenter l'action aujourd'hui. C'est le Masters, les 16 meilleurs hommes, les 16 meilleures femmes chez les seniors. On commence ce matin avec les 16 meilleurs seniors. Un peu plus tard, vous aurez les femmes et après, vous aurez le top 4 super seniors des hommes et des femmes. So, this morning and today, this is the Masters event. Top 16 men, top 16 women will compete for a medal today. And later on this afternoon, we will also have the privilege to watch the top 4 female bowlers and male bowlers of the super senior divisions. Hola a todos. Buen día. ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenido a la transmisión del campeonato 2018 del campeonato PABCON aquí en la ciudad de Calgary, la provincia de Alberta, el país de Canadá. Hoy es el día Master. Los mejores jugadores van a jugar para 3 medallas, oro, plata y bronce. Top 16 hombres, top 16 mujeres de los seniors category. So, welcome everyone. Thanks for watching. So the format is really simple. It's a one-on-one competition today. 3 games you need to win. You need to win 2 games to bowl the next round. And if you can't win this first round of the top 16, then your tournament is over and you go home. We would like to thank Claiborne Collins Jr. for watching us today on his TV, as well as Lionel Lewis, who's been very active this week in our chat room. And thanks also for the other people watching. I hope that you will like this last day of competition. And if you like us, please make sure to give us a thumbs up. And of course, just before we start the description of this day, we would like to thank our sponsors, very important sponsors. First of all, Chicken on the way. Chicken on the way. We will have something special for you later today. 6 locations in Calgary, 1 in Airdrie, 1 in Edmonton, and 1 also in St. Albert. Thank you, Kramer Mazda. Thank you, Big Chief Jerky. Thank you also to CTF, the host federation. Thank you for hosting this fabulous tournament. Thank you to PABCON. PABCON, we wish the best of success for your federation, and we hope to be part of your next championships. It's a pleasure, it's an honor to describe the action. First international event for us at Buffa Bowling. So thank you very much. And last but not least, we want to thank the 2 Dave Lewis and Dave Kist. They asked us to come here in Calgary to spend a week, and we couldn't refuse. So thank you guys for the invitation. And I was about to forget, thank you to Kegel with Mike Purdy for the lane maintenance Very good week for Kegel with the wonderful Flex oil machine. So there you go. You want to know who are the top 16? I'll tell you. It's coming. Okay, so this morning on the lanes we have on lane 3 and 4 we have Warren Hills against Alejandro Sanchez de Mexico. On lane 5 and 6, Manuel Garcia de Mexico against Antonio Santa. Antonio Santa is from Puerto Rico. On lane 7 and 8, so let me just show you here. All right, so you see Manuel Garcia, Alejandro Sanchez. Next pair on 7 and 8, Nelson Jimenez de Colombia and Salvador Suarez de Mexico. Lane 9 and 10, we have Lenny Borish from United States and Mario Garcia de Mexico. Lane 11 and 12, Steve B and Juan Navarez. Steve is from the USA, Juan from Panama. He was the only one from Panama coming here this week. And we also have on lane 13, 15, two Canadians, Ray Razor Vervink against John Chapman. In the middle of your screen, another face-off between two Canadians, Joe Kayak and Doug Schatz. And finally, to complete this top 16, on lane 18 and 19, Bob Learn Jr. from the USA and Jose Perez de la República Dominicana. So Lenny Borish was the top seed. He wins the 11th this week, and he bowls again Mario Garcia, and Mario Garcia is the last bowler who got his putt in the Masters event. So it's 1 against 16, 2 against 15, 3 against 14, and so on and so on and so on. So 3 games of action. Well, a maximum of 3 games this morning. You need to win 2 to get to the next round. So far, on lane 17, 18, Juan Perez is ahead of Bob Learn. 82 in the 5th. Whoops, so it's 91 in the 6th, sorry, for Juan Perez, and 87 for Bob Learn in the 6th. So 4-pin lead for Perez. On lane 15, 16 with Canadians Joe and Doug. Joe Kayak leads right now, 78 in the 4th working on a strike, and 75 in the 5th for Dougie Schatz with an open frame in the 6th. That spare was not easy. I've told you a couple of times this week, when you see this pair, the 3, 6, 9, and 10, the 9 can give you some headaches. Wow, tough shot for Ray. 8-pin standing on lane 13 and 14. With a spare here, Ray would trail by 4 in the 5th. And John Chapman would have the lead. In front of us on lane 11 and 12, here's Steve B. Steve B with a spare here would have 107 in the fifth. And with a strike on his next frame, Juan would have 85. So Steve B has the advantage here. Interesting matchup between Mario Garcia and Lenny Borish. Garcia has the lead. No, sorry, Lenny Borish has the lead. 109 in the fifth with a strike in the sixth. Mario Garcia 105 in the fifth, working on a double. So the pressure is on Borish's shoulders. Tenpin. So Garcia de Mexico is taking the lead. Good morning, Antonia. Good morning, Jack Brace. On lane 7 and 8, here's Salvador Suarez looking for a fifth consecutive strike. Drop a nickel for Mr. Suarez. 125 in the fifth, working on a double. This is not good news for Nelson Jimenez de Colombia. He is trailing by 70 pins right now. Juan Jimenez, 88 en el juego 6 con un strike en el juego 7. So if I were Nelson Jimenez, I would try to find something different, shake it off, focus on each and every shot to find the right spot, the right line to play in order to stay alive. Way too far on the right for Nelson Jimenez. On lane 5 and 6 so far. Antonio Santa has the lead over Manuel Garcia, but it's a close match. Garcia is working on a double with 66 in the fourth. A strike here would be more than welcome and would help him to stay alive and get closer to Antonio Santa. Unfortunately, there's a pillar. It's a great shot by Garcia. 4 strikes for Garcia. Hambone. 96, so he trails by 23 pins. However, he's got the advantage now with this 4-bagger. And at the far left on lane 3 and 4, that's a close matchup. And if I am right from where I stand, Alejandro Sanchez seems to have the lead. Let's have a look here at El Señor Suarez looking for strike number 7 in a row on lane 7. Boom! Lucky strike here, 7 in a row. Sorry about the delay. Buenos días, Sergio. Tu madre vas a jugar, baja a jugar a la 1. On lane 15 and 16, Joe Kayak will get his first win. Doug Schatz, is struggling a lot this morning. Great shot, but he leaves the 4-pin. But hey, Doug, it's just the first game. You need to win the other one by 1 pin, and then you're still alive for the overall win. And with this strike by Chapman, he will get the first win over Razor. Muchas gracias, Sergio. Espero que te gusta la transmisión mucho. Thank you, Eduardo. Steve B from United States will win this first match as well on lane 11 and 12. 2:05 for John Chapman. The best that Ray can shoot is 179. So if he needs to try something different, it would be the right time to do it. Jose Perez on lane 17, 18 got the first win. 167 was enough to get a win here against Bob Learn, who shot 159. Wow. Slow start by Bob Learn and Jose. However, a win is a win. So here the best that Lenny Barish can shoot is 203 with a strike in his fill ball. And that will force, that's 202, that will force Mario Garcia to get the double in the 10th frame, to get the first 2 strikes. And on lane 8, Suarez, Suarez. 8 in a row. He can shoot 279 with 2 more strikes. So Mario Garcia, la pista 10. Quiere un strike aquí. Muy importante. ¡Vamos, México! And he needs this other strike in the 10th frame. Suarez, too high, big 4. So he will be in the 260s with this. So John Chapman 205, Razor 168. So let's focus on lane number 10 before we get some action from lanes 3 to 6. Mario Garcia. Here's the shot. Looks good. Strike, strike. Mexico arriba. So he just needs 4 pins on his fill shot to win the game. This should be a gimme. No problem with that shot. Strike for Garcia. Garcia 1, Lenny Bores 0. How did Ray do the first game? Ray lost his first game. 168 and John Chapman 205. 225 for Lenny Borish. That's good for a win. Lane 3, 4, 5, and 6. Antonio Santa with another strike here from Puerto Rico. Would shoot 238 with this ball. Ah, pillar. That's, yeah, that's 3 strikes for Puerto Rican Antonio Santa. 238. Great start by Puerto Rico. And this is good for a win because the max that Manuel Garcia can shoot is 198. And that won't be 198. He will be in the 180s. 206. Final result for Alejandro Sanchez. And first win goes to Warren Eels. He is in the 240s. So, Warren Eels 1. Antonio Santa 1. Salvador Suarez 1. Mario Garcia 1. Steve B 1. John Chapman 1, Joe Kayak 1, and Jose Perez 1. And Juan Perez es en fuego. Un spare y 3 strikes. We'll try to get some actions from the Dominican and PBA star Bob Learn Jr. If yesterday was redemption for Bob Learn, today, ooh la la. Spare, open, 34 in the 3rd frame for Bob Learn. Doug shoot 160. He lost against Joe Kayak, who shot 225. Oh, great spare by Joe. He had the 3, 6, and 7. Ray Irving with 2 spares. Doug Schatz now misses the head pin. He leaves the 1, 2, 4. He was working on a strike. Oh, razor, mixer. No, 10 pin for Ray. And again, this is not Bob Learns day. He may lost again. Razor, spare, 3 spares for Razor, spare double for John Chapman. Oh, another big 4 for Suarez. He now has some issues with lane 7. He went strike on lane 8, open frame on lane 7, came back with a strike, and now another open frame on lane 7 for Suarez. And during this time, Nelson Jimenez de Colombia has 3 strikes to start off match 2. Flat 10 for Jimenez. Oh, thank you, Stacy. Good input here by Stacy in the chat room. She said that Bob pulled his right calf muscle last night. He should not be bowling today. So good piece of information here. But by showing up this morning, it means that Bob Learn has a lot of respect for his country, for his teammates, and also his opponents. All right, yes, we can see that Bob Learn is just trying to finish his game. But at least he got that medal yesterday with his partner in the team event. Wow. Thank you very much for the input, Stacy. We appreciate. Stacy was talking about a one-step approach. That's pretty much the best he can do right now. But Jose Perez, his opponent, is doing fantastic right now with a spare and 5 strikes in a row. So here coming back on lane 10 with Mario Garcia. Mario Garcia is having fierce competition right now against Lenny Borish, who has the front 5. Oh, wow, great spare by Steve B. What a spare. Mary, are you watching? That was fantastic live here on YouTube. Jose Perez, un otro strike. Wow, Perez is on fire. Nine count for Perez. So Perez is doing the right thing right now. Striking, sparing, throwing good shots. because he needs to stay focused. He cannot let it go because of Bob Learn's problem. And we've been asked for scores. Warren Eels won the first match against Alejandro Sanchez. And right now, Alejandro has 40 in the second frame, 40 en el juego 2 con un strike en el juego 3. And Warren Eels has, I think it's 50 something in the third, working on a spare, working on a strike in the fourth frame. And Lenny Borish now looking for 6 consecutive strike. He is on the right of your screen. Team USA, lane 10. Great shot by Lenny Borish. No, Tenpin. That one looked good from where I am standing. So Steve B, after sparing that tough split, the 2-7-10, he made it pay with a strike in the fourth. Now looking for double on lane 11. Here's the shot by, whoa, come back, come back. Oh! Great pin action by Steve B. Double strike for the American. And spare by Borish. So let's get some action from Colombian Nelson Jimenez. Strike. So he's looking for a win here. He needs that win in order to stay alive again. Señor Suarez. And far left is Antonio Senta con un strike. Antonio Senta, strike, spare, strike, spare, strikes. 80 in the fourth. And Mexico with Manuel Garcia, open and 3 strikes. Wow, after a terrific game by Suarez with 263, he now has 88 in the seventh. Only 3 strikes and 1, 2, 3, 4 open frames. Wow. Oh, he made a ball change, got high, left the 9 pin. Manuel Garcia will try to convert the spare here. That's a 7 pin. Great. And Steve B. Strike for Steve. 3 in a row. Back in the game with these 3 strikes. I'm pretty sure that the spare he got in the third pumped him up. He's now ready to kill. Warren Hills with a 9 count. It looks like he has 90 something in the 5th, and Alejandro 66 en el juego 4 con un strike. .268 final score for Jose Perez. Garcia with a strike here on lane 9, putting some pressure on Lenny Borish. So Garcia needs to attach some strikes together in order to win this match, because Borish has 158 in the 6th. Let's have a look at Lenny's shot here. Big strike for Borish. 178 in the 7th frame with a strike. And let's show you some Canadian action here. .230, 5-bagger for Razor to end this game. Wow, he had a 3-bagger in the 4th, 5th, and 6th frame, and he got an open frame and went off the sheet for .230. And John Chapman could win this match here with 9 count. Will it be enough? He needs the spare to win. John Chapman needs the spare. He has 197 in the 8th, strike in the 9th, 9 count here. He needs the spare. I repeat. And if he gets the spare, he will win this matchup, and we'll move on to round number 2, top 8. Great shot by John Chapman. He got that spare, and he needs 4 pins to win. Only 4 pins. And Doug Schatz will have his revenge over Joe Kayak. Should win this game. He has a 4-bagger, and Joe Kayak had a game of 181. 5 in a row for Steve B. So Dougie Schatz here with a 10-pin, 9 count, but that is enough. He already has 175. And that's enough for a win by John Chapman, ending his second game with a split, but that's .235, and he moves on to top 8. And woo, Doug Schatz missing the 10-pin. But again, that was enough because he already had 175 in the 8th with a strike in the 9th. So 203, 181. This matchup will continue on lane 15 and 16. Far left of your screen, American Steve with 6 in a row, 6-pack for Steve B. And he's taking the lead now. Juan Navarez from Panama is in trouble. And on lane 7 and 8, Nelson Jimenez will force a third match. 146 only for Suarez de Mexico, who, I repeat, shot 263 first match. So with this format, match play, anything can happen. You win a game, fine. You lose a game, fine. Because everything starts from zero right after the match. So here we will have another game on lane 9 and 10 because Lenny Borish, with 2 more strikes, could shoot 268. And for Mario Garcia, it's a game of 212. So it's a win for Borish. Now, you just want to keep the pace. And for Navarez de Panama, he will have to go back a su casa. Great team spirit here by Steve B. So Lenny got the second strike in the 10th, and that's a 5-bagger to end this match for Lenny. 268-12. It's a tie, 1-1. So there's still some action on lane 3, 4, 5, and 6. Match number 2 is on its way. Warren Eels is on the approach on lane 4. Yes, strike, big strike for Warren Eels. You saw his reaction. And nothing can stop Steve B on lane 12. Mary, I hope you're watching. Your brother is on a mission this morning. He started slow this second match with a spare, a split which he converted, and now he just can't stop striking. Warren Eels. .147, 2 strikes, entering the 10th frame, 9 count. So I think that Alejandro has a chance to win this second game. And on lane 5 and 6, 9 count for Garcia. He has 130 in the 7th frame, strike in the 8th, and a possible spare here in the 9th frame. That spare would give him 150 in the 8th. Great. And his opponent, Antonio Santa, already has 177, so in the 8th, so Garcia is trailing by 27 pins. He lost the first match, so he needs all 3 strikes to stay alive and put the pressures back on Antonio Santa's shoulder. Quick update here on lane 15-16. Dog shots. Strike open. 3 spares for Kayak. Great shot by Dougie Schatz. He knew it from the start. 54 in the 3rd frame. With a strike here, it would be 56 in the 3rd frame, and Joe Kayak would have a 2-pin lead over Dougie Schatz. And 255 for Steve B. Final result. He wins 2 games to none. Strike for Kayak first in this match. 2-pin lead. Garcia had a 9 count in the 10th frame, first ball in the 10th. And that won't be enough because Antonio Santa already has 187 in the 9th frame. So he only needs to keep the ball on the lane to win. And he will move on to the top 8. Et Nelson Jimenez, un strike. Nelson Jimenez tiene 40 en el juego 2 con 2 strikes. Y Suárez de México tiene un spare en el primero juego, 20 y 2 strikes. Él está en la cancha 8. Back on the strike train. 3 in a row for Suárez. And on lane 9 and 10, Mario Garcia from Mexico has an early lead over Laney Borish. Great Canadian action on lane 15-16. Joe was looking for a 3rd strike in a row. He has 85 in the 4th, strike in the 5th, and now it's Dougie Schatz with the lead. Wind has changed. Spare for Kayak. That's 105 in the 5th. Strike in the spare in the 6th. And let's say with another strike in the 7th frame, Doug Schatz would have 114 in the 5th. So he has a 9-pin lead over Joe Kayak after 6 frames. Joe on lane 15 looking for a strike. Boom! 125 in the 6th. And on lane 6, Antonio Santa confirms his win over Manuel Garcia, who had a terrific week here in Calgary, winning medals and he gave us the chills with lots of strikes, almost got a perfect game. And wow, baby split for Doug Schatz, so woohoo! He needs that spare. Watch out, guys. No 9 count for Doug Schatz. Come on, shake it up, Doug. Come on, come on. 140 in the 7th frame, and he has 137 in the 6th. So if Joe Kayak gets 2 strikes, he would have a 15-pin lead over Doug. Strike for Doug Schatz. Team Canada coach Sean Foster is on this pair. Oh, nice strike by Joe. So he is back in the game. It's like a tennis game. You, me. And now it's Joe's game. So you can see the result here. Great job by Mark Buffa to provide you the results on your screen, live and in color. So we'll just have a look at Joe Kayak, then we'll try to give you some action on lane 7 and 8. Another strike for Joe Kayak. Cool Joe. Suarez, he had an open frame in the 5th, 106. Comes back with a strike here after an open frame by Nelson Jimenez. Doug Schatz, boom, late 10-pin, strike double. So the game has just started between Alejandro and Warren Eels. So I think I made a mistake earlier on. 9 count for Doug Schatz, so it looks like, ooh, for Doug. Doesn't look good for Doug. And here, lane 5 and 6. No, 9 and 10. Sorry, there's so much action here. Lenny Borish has 88 in the 4th, working on his pair. 6th frame. Strike for Borish. Far end of the bowling center, Alejandro Sanchez, Mexico. El tiro, pista 3, spare. Oh, great strike by Nelson. He's back after this open frame. So Dennis, I am sorry, but Manuel Garcia is out of the competition. He lost 2 games to none against Puerto Rican Antonio Santa. But what a week he had. So I think that, yes, Warren Eels got a strike. Nelson Jimenez, Colombia. 10-pin. And now it's Mario Garcia looking for a 3rd strike in a row. He has 87 in the 4th. Great shot by Mexican Garcia. 117 in the 5th. And Alejandro Sanchez has 26 in the 2nd frame. Open frame in the 2nd frame. And double, spare double for Warren Eels, taking an early lead.
Oh, flag the 10-pin there.
Wow, back-to-back open frame on lane 7 for Nelson Jimenez.
That's pretty much done for him. Suarez is going to win that match.
Strike for Borish. We have a great matchup here on lane 9 and 10.
And Joe Kayak just won his match against Doug Schatz.
Great effort by Doug Schatz. But he had 1 open frame in the 3rd and 1 other open frame in the 7th. Mexico Suarez. Double S. Wow, what a comeback by Suarez. 263 first game. 146 second game, and now he has 136 in the sixth frame with a double. Back to Boris on lane 9. Ooh! Oh, no, shaking.
Well, that's a bit of a game changer against Mario
Wow.
Garcia.
Both pins were shaking, and none of them fell. Wow. And they're still shaking.
Great shot by Suarez.
Wow. 9 count here for Suarez. Oh! No, I thought that the 2-pin would make a bounce and hit the 10 at the last second, but no. Now Boris is having a walk here, trying to cool it down. And that's it for Suarez and Jimenez. Suarez already has 195 in the 9th frame. Whoa! And Jimenez, the best he can shoot is 205. So the open frame by Boris did not happen at the right time, and now Garcia is taking the lead. .54 in the 4th frame for Sanchez. Strike again by... Is it a strike? No, it's a 10-pin.
Yep, that's good.
Yeah, so Suarez will move on.
Suarez moves on to the next round.
And far left, 44 for Sanchez in the 4th. Strike for Mexican Garcia.
So Garcia takes the lead going into the 9th frame.
And let's see what Boris can do here to put some pressures back on Garcia's shoulder. And it looks like Warren Eels has a spare and 3 strikes. Strike for Sanchez. Boris, lane 10. Yes!
Great shot by Boris. Needed that one.
All right, great week by Colombian Nelson Suarez. Jimenez, sorry. No, Navarez.
No, Jimenez.
Jimenez?
Yeah.
Nelson Jimenez. Well, sorry. Great shot again by Lenny Boris. Double now.
Hey, he doubles here in the 10th. He forces Mario to 9 spare strike to win by 1. This is a big shot right here. Must strike situation for Lenny Boris here.
Here's the shot by Boris.
Oh!
Oh!
Late 10.
Late 10 by Boris. Oh my gosh. Woo!
Okay, so Boris can strike out here for 224. Mario Garcia
We need spare 9 to win.
spare 9 to win by 1 in the 10th.
Oh boy.
Let's go back to Warren Eels on the high end of the house, low end of the house, excuse me. What are the scores out there?
That
Looks like Warren just
yeah, Warren has
3-bagger,
4-bagger,
4-bagger, and
Sanchez
has yet to strike. 1 strike this game.
Yeah. So it looks
Spare,
like,
open, strike, spare, strike, spare.
So
Warren's got a commanding lead in that game.
yeah, that
So
should
that
be a win
looks
for him.
Team USA is going to win that match. And here, this fill is actually really important.
Yeah, to force Garcia to. Okay, so Garcia needs spare 8.
Spare 8
to
for the win.
Wow. What a matchup, Mark.
Yep. So spare 8 for the win here for Garcia.
So let's see what Garcia is made of. A strike would give him the win. Boom! Strike by Garcia, the win!
Great shot by Garcia. Goes a little bit light. In the swish zone, as Randy Peterson would say. Mixes them up. And like you said, 10-pin party in the pit.
Yeah, I like this expression. Ooh. Great shot again. Wow. Fantastic job by Garcia. Big win for Mexican bowler.
So let's go back to the low end of the house here. A little bit far from the action, but let me go move the camera.
All right,
Be
Mark.
right back.
Thank you. Hey, viva Mexico!
You got to tuck your pinky a bit more.
So thank you, Mark, for moving the camera. Now we can have a better look at the action on lane 3 and 4. Everyone else is finished. Ooh, big ugly split for Mr. Eels. But that should not affect the result of this game.
L'as-tu téléchargé? OK.
So Alejandro Sanchez will try to finish strong. He now has a double. in the 8th and the 9th, and will try to strike again in the 10th frame. He is looking for a game of, well, a maximum of 202. And I'm pretty sure that this is what he's looking at now, that he is aiming for. We already know that Warren Eels will move on. Great shot by Sanchez. 3 strikes in a row for him.
Yeah, he's dead in the water.
It's pretty cold outside, but it's pretty hot inside with all this action. Yeah, vamos Mexico, vamos Alejandro, pero Alejandro no va a ganar. Pero 5 strikes, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 202. La lista de Alejandro Sánchez. Great team spirit, sportsmanship by Alejandro Sánchez. Showing a lot of respect to Warren Eels from the United States, who will finish his game with a strike, no, a 10-pin here to enter the 10th frame. Whoops, an open frame. Gutter ball for Warren Eels. Good morning, Tish.
Good morning, sir. So we have okay, so our winners moving on to the next round. We have Warren Eels, Antonio Santa, Salvador Suarez, Mario Garcia, Steve Baravinak, John Chapman, Joe Kayak, and Jose Perez.
This is your top 8, everyone.
So that's our top 8. And let's get this out of the way. All right. So, Guillaume, that is the end of the transmission for the top 16 men.
Right.
Okay. We will be back in a couple of minutes. We're going to re-oil the lanes, and we're going to come back on a new stream for the top 16 women. And then we'll be there's going to be 4 different streams today. So we have top 16 men, top 16 women, top 8 combined.
All right.
That's going to be a little bit difficult to manage with the cameras we have, but we'll try to do our best as usual for everybody at home. So after that, top 4, including top 4 super seniors.
Right.
So if you're waiting to watch the super seniors, it's going to be later on in the day.
Around 1, eh?
Around 1, Mountain Time. And then after that, the grand finals at around probably 2 o'clock. And then we're probably out of here around 3. So I want to say thank you to everybody. We have something special for you.
Yes, sir. Because you know that we have sponsors. We have told you many times. Chicken on the Way, Kramer Mazda, and Big Chief Jerky. And yesterday we had the privilege to have lunch.
To visit.
Not to have lunch, but to have dinner, to visit the
Yeah.
original Chicken on the Way location in Calgary. And we had so much fun, great food, great people, and we did something great here for
Yeah.
you.
So anyways, I want to say thank you to PABCON, CTF, Let's Bowl, Buffa Distribution, Kegel. Chicken on the way, Big Chief Jerky, and Kramer Mazda. Have some fun with this video.
All the lefts, they're all gone. Yeah. You know, yeah, we own it now.
Where's the new one?
I could never cheer for you. That means supposed to Green Bay Packers. I know. When I go to the beach,
Hang on. Guillaume, what are you doing?
I just want to ride a chicken. Woohoo! Chicken on the way. #1 chicken in Calgary. Get yourself a bonus order right now and save on dishes at home. Yeah.
Man, you're nuts. Hope you guys appreciated that.
Please give us a thumbs up if
Give
you
us
like
a thumbs
the
up
video.
for that video. That was definitely something else.
Oh, we got a thumb down.
That's something else. So again, everybody, we will be back in a couple of minutes here for the women's top 16. So make sure to subscribe to our channel so you know when we go live. So give us about 20 minutes and we'll be back. So thank you, everybody.